And we are here at Panther Field as we have the last semifinal matchup of the 2A5 district tournament. We've got the one-seeded Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs in the Cove here this afternoon as they will face Cutter Morning Star, the Lady Eagles, the 4-seed. Ought to be a good one. Starting in the circle is going to be number 9, Brooklyn White. I mean, she's a very well-profound pitcher. CAC has been the clear one seed all year, really. They have really dominated all season. There's no way around that per se. But Cutter Morning Star looks to come in and get the upset and send CAC packing. So we will have to see what they do. But this ought to be a good one, let me tell you. Really excited to see how this ought to be a good one, like I said. So here comes Kendall Fox, number 22, as she's going to be the first hitter for Cutter. She is the leadoff hitter. So we are going to play ball here at Panther Field. And so the first pitch from White will be a strike right there. And so that puts Fox down to the count 0-1. And so that one will be fouled back there off the bat of Fox. And, man, just a dominant season from CAC. They only have a handful of losses on the season. And that is a swing and a miss. And she puts Fox down swinging. And, man, that is, just some velocity right there from White. Just straight heat. So Mutter's going to come up to bat, the third baseman. So Mutter looks to get something going here for the Eagles early. And the pitch. And that's going to be catch the outside corner right there for strike one. I mean, they have really not lost to really anybody. Their biggest loss of the year was to Mayflower just 2 weeks ago. Or a week ago, I shall say. On April 25th, they lost to Mayflower 13-7. So the count 0-2 here. Another 0-2 count for White, who has worked flawlessly thus far. And she gets her swinging. And, man, this White is just looking dominant thus far. Defense not really having to do much work behind her at all. As Jaden Barrett, the first baseman, comes up. And the first pitch to Barrett, that's going to be a big wave and a big miss. Defense just kind of chilling behind White because she has been very dominant early as the 0-1, and that's going to be grounded. And there's the first contact to White, and that is going to be flipped over from the second baseman. That is Will Banks to the first baseman, Cole Clazier. And so 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the second baseman put Cutter down in order. We'll be back with the CAC Bats after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field as the lefty is going to step into the box, I believe. That is Kayla Myers, the center fielder. And Jaylee Hawthorne has the ball here for Cutter as she had a very well-rounded, dominant performance in the quarterfinal matchup against Conway Christian that went into extra innings due to some errors by Cutter Morningstar in the infield. And the first pitch from Hawthorne there is fouled back. So first pitch contact right there. We'll see if she can straighten it out and get a base hit out of it. Myers comes out swinging right there and wants to see what she can do here. As Hawthorne readies the 0-1. And she's going to take strike 2. Count 0-2 here to the center fielder. Hawthorne looking to set Myers down on strikes. And that is going to be ball 1. It's going to be outside. The 1-2 here from Hawthorne. That's going to be hit foul into the netting behind home plate. Count stays 1-2. Hawthorne readies. And the pitch. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Oh, she's looking for 2, a hard turn, but she will retreat back to first base, and that's going to be a single for Kayla Myers. So now Kendall Walker, the shortstop, the righty, will step in. Kendall Walker. And the runner going, and the throw from Baum is not going to be in time and just a bit offline, so that will be a stolen base for the center fielder as she moves 60 feet more. That was strike 1 there on Walker. And here is the 0-1 from Jaylee. She's going to take that one low, and a big hefty lead over there on second from Myers. See what Myers does here at second is that ball is popped up foul and out of play. So count will go 1-2. Myers does have a pretty hefty lead over there at first. At second. And here is the 1-2 from Hawthorne. That one's going to be high. So count goes 2-2. As that one is going to be high and outside, and the count goes full. That ball is going to be hit, and it's an error by Cook, and so that will be a reached on error right there. So now Elle Blakely, the catcher, will step in. .11 pitches here for Hawthorne early as the throw down is nowhere to really either place as the pump fake to second, then throw down to third is not in time. So ball one right there to the catcher. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the first. No outs. Runners on second and third. And that is a pass ball. And they will not send the runner home. Good recovery there by Baum from behind the plate. Wild pitch, not a pass ball. I guess I just don't know terminology well enough. So count 2-0 here for the catcher, as that one's going to be another wild pitch, but they get that one back, and the count goes 3-0. And so that will be a strike right there. So Blakely takes their first strike as the count goes 3-1. Count 3-1 here to the three-hole hitting catcher. As that's going to be high and away in ball four, and the bases are juiced with Mustangs. And the Brooklyn White, the pitcher coming up to bat, the right-handed hitter. And the hitter calls time. His first game CAC has played in this tournament. And the pitch, and that's going to be on the outside corner, so that's going to be strike one. It's a big RBI opportunity with bases loaded for your cleanup hitter. That's exactly what you want with the cleanup hitters, runners on base. Hawthorne readies are 0-1, and the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back in the netting behind home plate. That puts White down to the count 0-2 with Cole Clazier on deck. See what Hawthorne offers on the 0-2, and that will be high and away. Count 1-2 here to the pitcher. And the pitch. And that ball is going to be ripped, but they will be caught by Cook at the shortstop position. In on the hands there, and that's going to be the first out. So now Elizabeth Cole Clazier, the first baseman, will step into the box. Got one out, and this base is still juiced with Mustangs. That ball is high and away, and Hawthorne having some control issues here early as she is really kind of going high and away on a lot of these pitches. And the 1-0 goes 1-1 right there as she fouls it behind the dish. Hawthorne looking to get out of this jam. She hasn't given up a run yet. And the 1-1. That one's going to be fouled down the third base line as count goes 1-2. Count 1-2 here for the first baseman. And that's a big wave and a big miss, and two big outs back to back there for there's two big outs there for the Cutter Morning Star Eagles as Ashton Wilbanks, number 3, the second baseman, steps in. That one's going to be ball 1. Two big outs back to back of setting down White and Cole Glacier. That one's going to be high and away once more. And the pitch. That's going to be ball 3. And now Hawthorne really struggling with control here early. And the pitch, and that will catch the outside corner, so that is strike 1 on Wilbanks. And the 3-1 from Hawthorne, and that one's going to be hit high and out of play behind first base. A full count is what Blue says down there, so 3-2, 2 outs, bases juiced here in the bottom of the first. This will be a massive strikeout here for Hawthorne if she can get it, as that will be a pass ball. But that will be a walk also, so a run comes home. So now Kennedy Kittinger, the right fielder, will step into the plate. So now Kittinger readies as she takes that one low, and it's ball 1. Bases still juiced for Mustangs, but 2 outs as they have a 1-0 lead here. And that one is also taken low, so count goes 2-0 to the right fielder. Hawthorne looking to work out of a jam here. She got 2 back-to-back outs and only giving up 1 run here in the bottom of this first frame, but that ball is going to be hit high and out of play down the first base line. Count 2-1 here, I believe. As Kittinger takes that one, and so count evens at 2-2. Another big 2-strike count here for the CAC Mustangs as they still got the bases juiced. That one's going to be fouled back into the netting behind home plate. Count 2-2 here, 2 outs for the right fielder. If Hawthorne can get out this one, only giving up 1 run, that would be a massive win for Cutter. As she readies her 2-2, and a big wave and a big miss. And Hawthorne gets out of a jam, and CAC leaves them loaded in the first. We'll be back with the top of the second after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field as Cutter comes up to bat here in the top of the second, down 1 run after giving up a run in the latter half of the first to CAC. And the first pitch from White's going to be a big swing and a miss there from Hawthorne. 4, 5, and 6 due up here for Cutter in the top of the second. And the 0-1, that's going to be fouled off. And here's the 0-2 and a big wave and a big miss from Hawthorne. And so that sets her down on strikes as White got her to chase right there. And that's the third strikeout of the afternoon for Brooklyn White. So now Kayla Baum, the catcher, will step in, as that is going to be strike one delivered there from Brooklyn White. And that is going to be a ball right there. So the count goes even 1-1 to the catcher. Now the count 1-2, and White has just had so much control this afternoon and able to work into those 2 strike counts early. And the 1-2. That's going to be just inside there on Baum, so count goes 2-2. White looking for a 4th strikeout right here to Kayla, as the count is 2-2. And the pitch, and that is going to be called strike 3 looking. And man, Brooklyn White is just adding them up right now, as that is her 4th strikeout of the afternoon. So now Brooklyn White and Diana Cook will go at it right here as Cook tries to bunt at the first pitch and misses. So now she's down the count 0-1 as the shortstop. And a big wave and a big miss there from Diana. So now she's down the count 0-2. Trying to make some contact right here. She's down in the count 0-2, choked up on the bat. And she will go down on 3 pitches. And Brooklyn White is making fast work of this Cutter lineup here this afternoon. And we're back here at Panther Field as number 8, Shelby Coley, the third baseman, steps into the right-handed batter's box to face Jaylee Hawthorne as she swings and misses at the first pitch. CSE up 1-0 here in the bottom half of the second. And the 0-1, that's going to be high and outside and off the catcher's mitt, so the count will go 1-1. Hawthorne looking to work a little bit faster than she did the previous inning. As the 1-1 will catch just the outside corner of the plate, and count goes 1-2. Here's the 1-2 to Coley. Cowley. And so she is going to get her looking right there. So good pitch location there from Hawthorne to get her third strikeout of the afternoon. So Lily Wooderson, the DP, will step into the plate as she swings and misses at the first pitch, and she goes down in the count 0-1. And the 0-1 is inside right there, so that will go even the count at 1-1. And that will be strike 2 right there on the 9-hole hitter, as Hawthorne has just thrown over 40 pitches with under 2 innings of work here in this semifinal game. Here comes pitch number 44, and that will be low to make the count go 2-2. And the 2-2 from Hawthorne is going to be high and outside. So the count will go full. See what Hawthorne offers on the payoff. And the windup and the pitch. And she's going to get her swinging. So that sets them down. And so that will flip the lineup back over to Kayla Myers, the center fielder who had a single to lead off this game in the bottom of the first. See what Hawthorne offers with the lefty here, the righty-lefty matchup, and that ball's hit high and arching. That's going to go into the infamous creek behind third base. Myers 1 for 1 on the afternoon. See what Hawthorne offers on the 0-1. That's going to be low, so that's going to be ball 1, and that evens the count. Hawthorne just under 50 pitches right here in the second inning. And that ball's going to be hit hard to the second baseman, Cudvit, but she handles it and gets it over to Barrett to first base, so they finally get out of the inning, but nothing really interesting in this one. We're going to the top of the third after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as Hedman showed bunt right there, but fouls it back. So Mahaley right here, who's playing right field today, looks to bunt again, as that one will be foul. So now she's down 0-2 to Brooklyn White. And a big wave and a big miss and a 3-pitch strikeout to take down the 7-hole hitter right there. Adds to White's strikeout count, which is up to 6. And she's only thrown 22 pitches through the 2 1/3 innings she has pitched. And that ball is bunted straight back. Foul ball there, puts the count 0-1. Autumn Heron, the left fielder, is the one at the plate. So now the count 0-2. So that ball is going to be low right there, and the count goes 1-2. As that is going to be strike 3 right there, and that's just another K to add to the paper for Brooklyn White, as that makes the count 7. So now the second baseman and the 9-hole hitter, Stormy Cudvitt, will come to the plate. And the pitch from White, the righty on lefty matchup right here, as Cudvitt takes strike 1. And the 28th pitch there from White is going to be a swing and a miss from Cudvitt, and now she's down the count 0-2 with 2 outs. And the pitch, and that's going to be at just outside. You have Tom. Bat switch. And that ball is going to be low and away, so that's going to be ball 2. Now 2-2 the count here, White. That's going to be outside, and that's going to work the count full for the 9-hole hitter in Cudvitt. And that's going to be a swing and a miss and another K in the strikeout column for Brooklyn White. She has had utter dominance over this Cutter Morningstar, pitching and really hitting, as she has pitched a beautiful game thus far. So we are going to the bottom of the third after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. And we are back here at Panther Field for the last semifinal, the last ticket to the district finals. The winner will play Magnet Cove later on tonight as number 6 in the 2-hole hitter, Kendall Walker, takes ball 1. And the 1-0 from Hawthorne is going to be barreled up, and that's going to be a base hit. So now Ella Blakely, the catcher who walked in her last at bat, will come up to the batter's box. See what Hawthorne offers her here, as that one's going to be hit hard. Center fielder backtracking as she will get there as Fox rains it down in center field, but a hard hit ball there from the catcher. Now Brooklyn White, the pitcher, steps in as she popped out to the shortstop her last at bat. As that ball is going to be hit out of play down the first base line. Now White awaits the 0-1 from Hawthorne. And the pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner. Now the count's 0-2 to the pitcher. And the 0-2 from Hawthorne is going to be barreled up and foul behind the plate. White down in the count here, 0-2, Cole Glacier on deck. And the pitch, and that's going to be high. So count goes to 1-2. Hawthorne is almost up to 60 pitches, and we're not even 2/3 the way through the third inning. Going to have to work to get that pitch count down if they can somehow win this game and move on to the title game tonight. As that right there was her 57th pitch. Count 2-2 here for White. And the pitch, that's going to be hit high. As that's going to get into shallow, and it's going to drop. Nobody covered it. Nobody called it. And so that will be a hit for Brooklyn White. So Elizabeth Colclaser will step into the batter's box. So now Cole Glacier steps in, who's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. So now here's the 1-0 from Hawthorne. And the pitch, that's going to be outside, so count goes 2-0. Some business happening on the base pads here for CAC as they've got runners on first and second. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled straight back. So count goes 2-1. And a big wave and a big miss for strike 2 there on Cole Glazier. Cole Glazier 0 for 1 on the afternoon with 1 strikeout. And the 2-2, and that's going to be high and away. So we have a full count here at Panther Field. Let's see what she can do on her 64th pitch of the afternoon in the payoff pitch. Hawthorne readies, and she wheels and deals, and that's going to be high and away, and the bases are juiced with Mustangs. So Will Banks will step in, the second baseman who walked in her last attempt. Big RBI opportunity here, and that one's going to be fouled back. Count 0-1 here to Will Banks. And the pitch, and that's going to be inside, so that's going to be ball 1. And the pitch is going to catch the outside corner of the strike zone there. So that will be strike 2. Count 1-2 here to the second baseman for Central Arkansas Christian. And the 1-2 from Hawthorne, and that one's going to be hit up the middle, and nobody's going to recover as they drop the ball. And so that is going to be an error. So Will Banks reached on an error and a run scores. So now Kennedy Kittinger, the right fielder who struck out in her first attempt, will step in as CAC is up 2-0 now. And the pitch, that's going to be outside, so she takes ball 1. And that's a big wave and a miss there from the right fielder as the count evens 1-1. Count 1-1 here to Kittinger. Hawthorne readies, and the pitch. It's going to be high and outside, so count goes 2-1. Will Banks on first, Cole Glazier on second, White on third. That's a big wave and a big miss, so count goes 2-2. And the 2-2s, that's going to be high and make the count full at 3-2. And the payoff pitch here from Hawthorne as she readies, and the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, and they're going to walk in a run. Right at bat there by Kittinger. That's a big wave and a miss there as Shelby Cowley steps in, a third baseman. Hawthorne readies her 0-1. That's going to be another swing and a miss there from the third baseman. And the pitch, that's going to be low, and so that's going to be ball 1. Hawthorne working towards 80 pitches, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Pitch count has definitely been an issue here in this game for Hawthorne, as she has not been able to set hitters down, but she sets Callie down there on strikes once more, as that is how she has set Callie down both the times she has come to the plate. And so now Lily Wooderson, the DP, will come to the dish. And the 0-0, and that's going to be ball 1. And the pitch, and that's going to be high, so that's going to be ball 2. Nine-hole hitter right here for CAC. And the pitch, and that's going to be high and make the count 3-0. And that was Hawthorne's 80th pitch of this afternoon. It's only given up 3 runs thus far, but got the bases juiced with Mustangs still. And the pitch, and a big wave and a big miss there from Wooderson. So count goes 3-1. Three-1 the count to the DP, and that's going to be outside, and they're going to walk another run in. That flips the lineup back over to the left-hander, Kayla Myers, who has a single and a ground out, so she's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Time, and we will have a circle meeting, so we will be right back after this quick break. And we are back live here after that Coach Pogue circle meeting. So the left-hander will come up to the plate here with 2 outs as they're down 4-0 right here. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit. That's going to be foul out of play down the third base line, but Myers comes up swinging. Myers 1 for 2 on the afternoon. see what Hawthorne offers her here on the 0-1 as she takes out one in dirt. That's going to be a pass ball right there. Count 1-1 here to the one-hole hitter. And the pitch from Hawthorne. That's going to be low. That's going to be ball 2. Count 2-1 here to the center fielder. And that's going to be hit hard, and that's going to get down for a base hit over Diana Cook's head. And that's going to score 2 for the Mustangs. That is going to turn into a double, a 2 RBI double for the one-hole hitter. So now Kendall Walker will step in as the lead increases 6-0 for the Lady Mustangs. And the pitch, and that's going to be taken low right there from Walker, who has reached on an error and has a single. As that ball is going to be hit, but caught by Diana Cook. So that will end the inning, but not before CAC scores 5. We'll be back with some more softball after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. We are back here at Panther Field as Brooklyn White looks to continue her domination as she has struck out 8 of the 9 batters she has faced. Jaden Barrett was the only person to get contact on the ball as that bunt is back and out of play. As 1, 2, and 3 are due up here for the Lady Eagles of Cutter Morning Star. So Fox, the center fielder, will lead it off right here. Beautiful day for softball here in the Cove as that pitch is going to be high and outside. And the 1-1, and that's going to be a big wave and a big miss. Count goes 1-2 here to Fox. And the pitch, and that's a big wave and a big miss and another strikeout. So now Kayla Mutter, the third baseman, will step in, who struck out swinging her first attempt. And that one's a big wave and a big miss. And I don't know what pitch that is, but man, it's dominating these cutter hitters. Almost looks like a rise ball to me. And the pitch. And that bunt's going to be up the third base line. Barehanded by the third baseman, number 8. What a play there. Couldn't get her glove on it, but just barehanded and threw it. That's Callie. So now Jaden Barrett, who grounded out to second base, will step into the right-handed batter's box. Yeah, big wave and a big miss. And a big wave and another big miss there from Barrett. Count 0-2 here to the first baseman. White looking to set them down in order, as that's going to be outside. And the pitch and a big wave and a big miss. So they go down in order once more here at Panther Field as White continues to dominate. We'll be back with the top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth, after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as CAC is going to hit that one high. Fox tracking in, and she finds it, the ball out in center field. One pitch, one out there as that sets the catcher down, Ella Blakely. CAC seeing the ball very well right now. So the pitcher, Brooklyn White, will step into the right-handed batter's box. And that ball is going to get away from the catcher. So now the count 1-0. Hawthorne readies. And the pitch to White. That's going to be barreled up and foul behind home plate. So now the count 1-1. So count 1-1 here to the pitcher as she's going to take strike 2. Count 1-2 says blue. And the 1-2, and that's going to be hit up the first base line. And Barrett will tag her right there, and so that will make it 2 outs. And now Elizabeth Cole-Clazier will step in. CAC up 6-0 right now. And the pitch. And that's going to be a big wave and a miss there from Cole-Clazier. And that one's going to be hit high and out of play down the first base line. Count 0-2 here to the first baseman, Cole-Clazier. And the pitch. And she's going to take strike 3, and that will set them down right there. That is 3 outs. Yes, that is 3 outs. There's some confusion on the field, it almost looked like. So Hawthorne gets another strikeout this inning, and CAC doesn't oppose any threats. So we'll be back with the top of the 5th after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. We are back here for the final semifinal matchup of the 2A5 district tournament as Jaylee Hawthorne steps in, who struck out her first attempt. Brooklyn White looks to continue to dominate this game. As that is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. And the 0-1, and that's going to be strike 2. Count 0-2 here to the pitcher. And a big wave and a big miss, and she sets her down on 3 pitches. And I believe that is her 500th strikeout. What everybody was yelling in the dugout. And that pitch is swung on and missed there by Baum. Count 1-1 here to the catcher. That ball's going to be hit, but that will keep the no-hitter alive for Brooklyn White. Cook struck out on her first attempt. 11 strikeouts for White this afternoon as that one swung on and missed, and these cutter hitters just aren't seeing the ball very well. And that bunt is high. And the first baseman tried to get to it, Cole Closier, but just couldn't get there. Cook down the count 0-2. Count 0-2 here, as that one's going to be fouled off. And she is called out. And I'm unsure why she was called out, but it's because she foul tipped it, so, and the catcher caught it, so that will be another strikeout for Brooklyn White, but just a dominant performance from White, and we're going to the bottom of the fifth after this break. We are back here at Panther Field, and this game has been dominated by CAC as they're up 6-0. Brooklyn White just surpassed the 500 strikeout mark as she has 12 strikeouts this afternoon. And I believe everybody in the Cutter Morningstar lineup has been struck out by Brooklyn White, as number 3 from CAC, that is Ashton Wilbanks, is going to step in right here. And that's going to be a ball right there to start off the bottom of the fifth. Central Arkansas Christian looking for a date with Magnet Cove once more in the district finals. In the first regular season matchup between CAC and Magnet, CAC won at 12-2 as that ball is finally called by Diana Cook. And that will be a pop out right there to Wilbanks. Excuse me there. So now Kennedy Kittinger, number 14, the right fielder, will step in. She struck out and walked on the afternoon as she's going to swing and miss at that one. That's another big swing and a miss there from Kittinger. And the pitch, that's a big swing and a miss. So she sets Kittinger down on strikes once more. So now Shelby Cowley, the third baseman, will step up, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. That's going to be called on the inside corner. Now the 0-1 here to Shelby. It's just a little low. So that's going to be ball one. And that pitch is wild. Count 2-1 here on the third baseman. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled back down the first base line, out of play. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit up the first base line. Barrett grabs it, and so she will tag the bag. And so that will give 3 outs to the Cutter Morning Star Eagles. But CAC still with a big lead going to the top of the 6th. We'll be back with the top of the 6th after this break. And we have a pitching change here at Panther Field as Shelby Myers will go into the circle here to try to finish it out for CAC, as I guess they're trying to rest White for the title game later this afternoon, or night I shall say, as count is 0-2 right here to Mahaley Hemond. And the 0-2 in this strike 3, and Myers picks up right where White left off, as the left-handy right there gets her first strikeout and her first at bat. So now Heron will come up, and she will look to finish this game out. And the pitch from Myers, that one's popped up. And a great catch there by number 3. That is Wilbanks. So now we got a lefty on lefty matchup right here. And the pitch. That's going to catch the inside corner for strike 1. Mm-hmm. 0-1 the count here to the 9-hole hitter. And the pitch. And a big wave and a big miss. Count 0-2 here to the 9-hole hitter. And the pitch. And that is called strike 3. And Myers sets him down in order with a ground out and 2 strikeouts. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. We are back here at Panther Field as Hawthorne looks to not allow any more runs than she has already this game. CAC up 6-0 as Wooderson, who is a strikeout and a walk on the afternoon, looks to get on base. Lily is the designated player for this CAC team. And that ball was hit hard. It hit the dugout right where there's no fence. And here comes the 2-1 and a big wave and a big miss from Wooderson. Here is the 2-2 from Hawthorne. And that one almost hit the press box, just sailed out of her hand. That was one of her wild pitches today. And the payoff pitch here from Hawthorne is that one is fouled back. Wooderson's got the count full here. And the payoff, and that's going to be hit foul down the first base line. Are you leaving? Count 3-2, the full count here for the DP. And the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we got a championship game after this one tonight. The winner of this game will play Magnet Cove, so if I extrapolate that out, it's planned to start at 7. We'll see what time this game finishes and so forth, as it's 6:30 right now, so I think it's going to start just a little bit after 7. So, but stay tuned on the Matacove High School East YouTube page as Hawthorne gets another strikeout right there to Wooderson. That flips the lineup back over to Myers, the lefty, as she's going to poke that one into left field, and it's going to get down. So that right there will be an extra base hit. As the sun was blocking me, I couldn't see if that was a base hit or an error. So that will be a double for Myers. Second double of the afternoon as Kendall Walker steps in. As she's going to barrel that one back and go foul. So, count is 1-1 here at Panther Field as Walker looks to get on base right here. She's got a runner in scoring position at second base. And the 1-1, and that's low there to Walker. Jaylee readies the 1-2, and that's going to be low. Count 3-1 here to the first shortstop. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2. Walker thought it was high, but that's going to be called strike 2. And here is the payoff pitch. That's going to be hit deep into left field, but the left fielder makes the catch. So now the catcher, Ella Blakely, the number 7, will step in. And the batter calls time. Hawthorne readies right here, and the pitch is going to be high and away, so ball 1 there to the catcher. Catcher has a walk and 2 flyouts here today. Wind still blowing in here at Panther Field. And the pitch, and that's going to be low, ball 1. Excuse me, ball 2. And here comes the 2-0, and that's going to be called strike 1. Count 2-1 here to the catcher. And the 2-1, that one's going to be barreled up the third base line. They're not going to get it over to first in time. That is an error on the third baseman, but good play by Mutter there, not letting it get into the outfield. As Brooklyn White, the pitcher, steps in. And a big wave and a miss there from Brooklyn. That one's going to be high and ball 1, and that evens the count. Runners on first and second for CAC. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back by White. Here is the 2-1 to Brooklyn White. That's going to be in the dirt. That's going to be a pass ball. So runners advance and more 60 feet. Two outs here to the pitcher. And the pitch from Hawthorne, that one's going to be barreled up and foul behind the first base line. Two here from Hawthorne. And she readies. And the pitch. That's going to be ball. That'll be a pass ball, and CAC is going to score another run to make the lead 7-0. So now it is going to be Brooklyn White still up to bat as a full count now, and runner on third. Blakely on third now. Full count here for the pitcher. And the pitch, that's going to be shot up the third base line. She was really early on that one. I guess that is why you put fences on dugouts. And then Hawthorne readies her payoff pitch once more. And the pitch, that's going to be ball 4, and that's a walk there to White. So now Elizabeth Cole-Clazier will come up to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch, and that one's going to be another pass ball. So White will advance 60 feet, but Blakely will not come home from third. So two runners in scoring position here for Cole-Clazier. And the pitch, and that one's going to be hit up the third base line. Mumbled by the third baseman. And she will be out. So Cole-Clazier's thrown out on a good play there by the shortstop Cook. So we're going to the top of the 7th after this break. We are back here at Panther Field, and this is Cutter's last chance to go to the district finals. 1, 2, and 3 due up here for Lady Eagles. Has a great off-speed pitch right there. So Fox down the count now, 0-1 to the lefty. That one's going to be in the dirt and pass ball. Now the count's 1-1 here to the leadoff hitter Fox. And the pitch. And that one's going to be passed again, so that will be ball 2. Back-to-back pitches there in the dirt for the CAC pitcher. That is number 1, Myers. righty on lefty matchup here as the leadoff hitter for Cutter. And that's going to be a hit by pitch right there as Fox takes that one. And so, but that also creates the double play right here for CAC. Myers readies the 0-0 to Mutter. And the pitch, that's going to be in the dirt. And that is going to be strike one. Count 1-1 here to the third baseman. And the pitch, and that's going to be high and inside. Keeping a close eye over there on Fox. Cole Glaciers kind of honing in on the bag. Here's the 2-1 to Mutter, and a big swing and a miss. And they almost got her down at first, but she's going to be safe. Count 2-2 here, no outs. CAC up 7-0 here in the top of the seventh. Full count to the 2-hole hitter. We have Tom. Unsure who called it, but that is a swing, and then that's foul ball. Three, two, no outs. We'll do it once more. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back behind press box, also into the lovely creek. Mutter in the count here, 3-2, as that's going to be a foul tip. And that is an error right there, and they're going to get one home. And so the error's there. And so a drop. So we'll have to figure out what. We'll have to. I don't know what. All right, unmute me. All right. So first base was occupied, so you can't run. So have to see how this all shakes out. The run will not count. Mutter will go back to the dugout. And so Barrett will come up to the dish. All right, so the run will count for Cutter Morning Star. So a 7-1 deficit now for Cutter. That one is fouled straight back towards the press box and hit the brick. I'm really glad that is brick. So Barrett now 1 out, no runners on for Cutter Warning Star. Big wave and a miss there from Barrett. Barrett's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And the 0-2 from to Barrett is high and outside, so it's ball 3. And a big wave and a big miss, and she puts her down on strikes. And they are 1 out away from going to the district finals. And Hawthorne is their last hope. And that is a very wonky off-speed pitch right there. Didn't it? It ended up in the other's batter's box. Not sure if that was a rise ball, a change-up, cutter, or what. I don't know what it was. As that one is hit there by Hawthorne, fielded, and over to first to Cole Clazier. And that is ball game. So we have got our final set, as it's going to be the hometown Magnet Cove Panthers versus the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs. And what a performance here by Brooklyn White, but we'll have to see what she can do against Magnet Cove. So it ought to be a good one. We will be back with that broadcast soon. So it's been an honor to do these Cutter games, but they have been eliminated from the district tournament. They will be playing in the regional tournament here next week. But here we go, and it's almost time for the district championship. It's all the marbles here in the next game, so we'll be back after this. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.